I've decided I want to put a lot of effort into social media posts. And I'm going to be doing videos on yoga, videos on comedy, videos on the social and behavioral sciences. I want to be part of this. I want to grow my following, not necessarily for monetization, but because we need smart talk. We need caring talk. We need a humanist ethos on social media. We need people who care about kindness. We need people who care about truth. We need people who care about science. We need people who are bold and brave, who can send a message to people that you are worthwhile, that you have to work, and that you can't get through this alone. And those three things together lead to spectacular things. That's what I'm going to be doing on my social media outreach. I'm going to be pushing to make this a better planet, a better place for marginalized people. I'm going to be pushing so people who have privilege can join in the struggle to make sure that everyone's just a little bit more comfortable. That's what we need. Whether it's politically, everyone needs to be a little more comfortable. We need to also be a little more uncomfortable. What do they say? Afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted. In terms of yoga, I became a fat fuck. I'm going to be doing a lot more yoga. I have a yoga teaching credential. I got an RYT 200. I'm currently working on my RYT 500. I'm about 80% of the way done with it. And with my yoga teaching, I'm not going to teach you how to put your heels behind your head, unless you pay me to. But more importantly, I want us to be able to touch our toes. I want us to be able to get up out of a chair or out of bed in the morning a little less stiff and a little less painful than we typically do. And with social and behavioral sciences, I am so interested in sharing my love of the social and behavioral sciences. There's so many people out there under the pretense that they know what causes people to behave in the ways that they behave. There's so many people out there that are so incredibly certain that they know why people do what they do. They use terms like Dunning-Kruger even though they've never read a book on psychology. That's a little more accurate than saying things like the Overton window. There's a lot of people out there that talk politics that say that term, the Overton window. In political science and policy studies, we actually have more sophisticated modeling than the quote-unquote Overton window, which is more of a right-wing libertarian blogger thing and something for armchair political enthusiasts. But I want to take my knowledge of political science. I want to take my ability to teach political science, especially civics, and put it out there. I got a great education at a public school in political science. I went to San Diego City College, I went to UC Irvine, and I went to San Diego State University. I learned a lot about the policy process. I learned a lot about civics, how the government works, and more importantly, I learned how much I love teaching it. And I want to be an online professor. I want to be the person who will help you understand politics, and not just understand politics, but be able to communicate politics with other people. I want to also be a public yoga teacher. I want to be a public yoga teacher so that way you can learn some things from me, because I love practicing yoga. Yoga's more than just stretchy. Yoga is also about meditating on how to be a better person among other people. Those are the yamas. And how to be a better person toward yourself, the niyamas. And it's inherently social. It can be an individual practice, but it's a social practice. Soon, I have designs on this. I'm going to go out and reach out to people who might not be connected to a yoga teacher, people living on the street, the unsheltered, people in marginalized communities, the elderly. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be teaching some basic rudimentary yoga classes. And I'm going to share this on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I also want to be a great advocate for people who are being bullied, people who are abused, people on the fringes of society. I don't want to just be the great white hope, so to speak. I want to be a mentor. I want to be someone who helps people realize their own worth, especially people that are traditionally underestimated, overlooked, or ignored. I was in those positions previously and I hated it. And it seems like a fantasy to think for even half a second that you might actually have worth. And you do. I want to, like I said, afflict the comfortable. I want to comfort the afflicted. I would like to be a voice of reason. I would like to be an advocate in our community, city, county, state, country, the globe. I've done human rights work internationally before. I've gotten people off of death sentences. I've helped inspire policy change. And I want to get back to that. So this is what I'm going to be doing on my social media. I'm going to be recording. I got some lights. I upgraded my phone for a better camera. And I want to be part of the conversation. Maybe steer some of the conversation or create some conversation where other people can steer. Because I don't want to be the only one producing. I don't want to be the only one inspiring others. I don't want to be the only one steering the ship. I think of Descartes, where Descartes said that we could either hunt a deer or we could hunt a rabbit. If we hunt a rabbit, an individual person or a couple of people will have a meal or a couple of meals. If we hunt a deer, the entire community will eat for a week. So let's go hunt some stag together. I'm ideally a vegan. Occasionally I've been letting it slip lately because I've been working too much. But, like the old proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And whether it's civics, social behavioral sciences, advocating for good, solid, progressive causes, and doing a little yoga. Because God damn it, it's time to do a little yoga. Whether it's any of those things, we could go fast if we do it alone. And hey, we're going pretty fast. Looking at how the climate's going, looking at how we're at each other's throats politically, things are going to be going away pretty fast. They're falling apart. But also, if you want to go far, go together. And there's a lot of cherished values about us working together that get us pretty far. And we haven't been doing a lot of that lately. And while social media is often used to distract, often turn people against each other, I don't want to play that game. They said that this was going to be the big marketplace of ideas. This was going to be the big town square. Well, the village idiots are running the show. And a lot of us are angry about it. We want caring people. We want adults. We want mentors. And I'd like to sign up for that position. And I hope you will too. I hope that if you're caring, you're compassionate, and you're driven to help other people, I hope that you can join me. Follow my channel, follow my channels, like the videos, share them, and let's create this community of progressive, strong, brave, bold adults. Those of us who are, they say Gen X a lot lately, but those of us who are either mid or late Gen Xers who we don't have time for political correctness, so to speak, because we're too busy wanting to help people. We can worry about preserving each other's feelings later. We got too much shit to do. It's time to roll up our sleeves. It's time to get together. And it's beyond time to help each other. Because we have one life on this one planet. It's a shared life, ideally, in a shared existence. My name is Jason Fry, and I kind of approve this message.